All right. So on this recording now, on this call, okay, I'm now going to go over. We talked about getting ready for the interview with RCA, right, for their pipeline. On this one, I'm now going to talk about getting ready for the interview. Now you're in the pipeline, right, and you have an offer that comes up. How do you get prepared now for the offer, right, the employer interview? Okay, so my first interview, all I knew about the company was a little blurb, like a one paragraph long blurb about the company, like the company name, and then the website link, and that was it. Okay, so on your own, okay, you want to research the crap out of this company. Okay, I spent like an hour or two going through all their content, watching some of their videos, learning everything about them, even the people involved. So I was ready, right? Because employers like to be they like to be impressed. If you start talking about like the CEO by first name basis and their process and how they do it, they're like, wow, this guy really knows our business. Like we must be very important to them because they're doing the work to get to know us and how we do our business. Okay, so definitely get prepared that way. Okay, so then I had my first mock. Then I had my first actual call with them. It was very simple. It was more so getting to know you. Okay, so once again, you want to be able to talk about yourself succinctly, like simply, okay? Because once again, you're on the clock for maybe a 30-minute interview and they have to go, right? So you want to say who you are, what you're about, what you care for, what do you care about in the world? What's important to you? Maybe a little about your family, some future goals, and honestly, most importantly, in my opinion, you want to be saying why you would be a good fit. Like why would you be a good fit for their company? Because look, you may get an offer that like doesn't work for you, or like you don't want to do it, right? Or you don't like it. So don't waste anyone's time. Maybe like tell the pipeline people or tell the employer, like, hey, like, I'm really not interested in real estate, but I'm still interested in conversation about it to see if it's something that could work. Or if it's something that you want to be open to, just be like, hey, I have no idea about real estate. I did some research on it on your company before this call. And I'd love to hear more about it. Like always sound optimistic, right? Sound positive. That's what they look for. Someone who's optimistic, positive, someone they know is prepared because you've studied their company and you want to hear more about it, right? Okay, that's gonna be really important to them. Okay, for sure. Like the kind of like the basic introduction, which is pretty much about you. Okay. Then they also want to know this, and this is like crucially important. Okay. They also want to know like what value are you going to bring to their company? Okay. In my experience, the company I'm working with, they're very small, they're very new. They're not like a huge company like a Tony Robbins company. So they want to bring on select people, right? Even on their sales team that are gonna not just make the money on the sales side, but more importantly, is gonna like elevate the performance of the team. Like you're gonna bring in what? The guy said, hey, I'm gonna bring in positivity, optimism. I could do sales training, I could do training on like personal development, professional development. I know trading, I know crypto, I know like high perform, like I know like look, I am masterful at all these things, and I'm all about the team winning. I'm all about the team growing and developing as a team, as a community. If you ever need someone to do a training session for the staff or whoever, like I'm your guy, right? You want to make yourself sound indispensable. Like, wow, this guy could like really help us grow, right? Or really help us evolve as a company. You want to, and look, the way to do it is it's all about with them. Okay. Give them everything. Like I'm like, look, I'll give you extra hours of my time to train people. I'll work more hours if necessary. I'll go on weekend, workshops, whatever, like whatever it takes for me to do well and for the company to succeed, I will do. Like, just let me know how I could support the team. Okay. And they love that. They're like, wow, that's great. Okay. So you're essentially selling yourself, right? That's what an interview is. It's like a first date, right? You want to make a really good impression and you want to sell them how awesome you are and what a contribution you are going to be, not might be, you are going to be for their company. Okay. So they want to work with you. Okay. Then I did a second mock call. This was a few days ago. Okay. And this mock call was really fascinating. Okay. I'll tell you exactly what happened. So for mine, this obviously is my experience. So I was emailed a couple of videos to watch, right, to learn more about the company I'm interviewing with, and they sent me a 25-minute mock call interview. It was like one of their salesmen, essentially, or whatever they call it, interviewing someone for the first half of the call. So it never got into the pitch or the transition. It was all about the client, right? Learning about the client, getting to know them, having, rapport, seeing what their crypto interest is already, see what they're already doing in crypto. And it was just like a 25-minute call, right? So I listened to the call and that was it, right? So then I get on the second mock, I get on the second, I keep saying mock, I get on the second call with this person, the interviewer, and they're like, great. So, how are you? I said, I'm doing fantastic. How are you? Great. All right. So you're ready to mock? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, mock what? I heard a mock like video, but I don't have a script or anything. I'm like, do I need a script? And they're like, no, it's fine. Like, we're just gonna mock the first call. Fortunately, I was prepared, right? Like I've already done thousands of mocks in my time in sales, right? And this kind of stuff. So I was already ready for it. And I already heard the mock call and I remembered a lot of it. So I literally just like did my normal thing, right? So for you, you just want to like, look, you want to be ready to mock. Okay. So if they give you a mock call to listen to or a script, you want to practice that sucker like 5 or 10 times. Okay. Until it's like memorable to you, like it's in your head because they're going to have you mock it. And look, this person was a client. I was now a salesman and I had to like bring out, I had to make it up as I went along, right? Like this entire mock, this entire interview. But fortunately, right, I said I listened to it and I had it in my head. So I started with like, hey, how are you? Right. The first few minutes was just rapport. I shared about my dog. I made the person laugh, right? It was friendly. We were friends all of a sudden, right? It was great. And then I went to the discovery phase, asking them about their finances, what do they know about crypto? What has them looking into this world? Whatever, right? Like whatever you're talking about, doesn't matter, right? You just talk about it. Like for mine was crypto, right? And you just want to like, so I got to know like, what they're currently investing in, what are they looking for, why are they reaching out to us now, like all these questions that are in your discovery script already for the setting, right? It's already in there. So you just want to have this stuff down because, right, this is like entirely impromptu. Like you don't have any time to practice on the call. It's like go. Okay, because look, they're testing you, right? They were testing me. They want to see how well I worked like on my feet, like spontaneously. Like what can I produce like without a moment's notice, right? Fortunately, I was prepared. But imagine if you weren't, right? You'd probably be a little anxiety, right? A little scared, a little fearful, and probably might not do so well. Okay. So practice mocking a script. Even just do like 5 or 10 mocks before the call, right? With someone else. Even contact me if you want someone for an interview. That's fine. I'll make time for you. No problem. Just be ready, okay? Because that might happen. And then after that, now we're scheduling our third mock call together. Right now, we're kind of getting up to like the final level here. And that was pretty much it. So as you could tell, right, there was a lot that went into this. It's a lot of preparation, right? A lot of practice, a lot of mocks. And look, and you want to be confident too, okay? And this is a company that you're talking to and they're like brand new, been around for like a month, and they're hiring and they want you to like, I don't know, quit your full-time job and work this full-time right away. And, you got to be responsible to be like, well, is that going to work for me, my family, to take a risk on a brand new company and quitting my cushy job right now? It might not be, right? So you want to be vocal about things. Okay, look, remember, you're always selling, always. It's like you're on a date, right? The person's paying attention to you, they're listening, and you got to say what you want. One of the questions that I was asked in the first interview was like, like, do you think we're a good fit for you? I think they're trained by RCA to ask that question because I've heard it a couple times, right? In a couple different calls. Like, is this a good fit for you? Or the question is like, where do you want to go from here? And it's like, do you want to keep moving forward with the interview or do you want to like, is this not for you? Like, so you want to be confident. Okay, look, don't bullshit them. If they do their little pitch about who they are in the first call and you're hearing what they're saying and you're like, I don't want this. Look, be honest about it. They'll respect you more. Okay, be like, hey, you know what? Thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. This is just not going to work for me. It's not a good fit. But hopefully you can find someone else. Good luck to you. I wish you guys do great. But it's just not going to work out for me. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Okay. All right. Well, look, have a great day. It was great talking to you. I appreciate your time. I really do. Take care. Right. Goodbye. That's it. Or they're a great fit. Like be express with them. But like, you know what? I think this is a great fit. I think, I'm already in the crypto space. I've already been doing it for a couple years. I know a lot about it. I have my own like teams that do it. Like I am deep into crypto. So I think this could be a fantastic fit if it could work for both of us. So yeah, I definitely want to move on to next interview here. Like when you sound like that, you sound confident and intentional and like a little cocky even. Right? Not too much like arrogance, but like, you know, like you love it. You're very interested. You want to move forward like that. Like that's attractive. You know, like people will be attracted to that. Look, let's talk about dating again, right? If I'm a guy, right, and I date women, right, I'm married now, but like when I was dating women, right, like 20 years ago, like, you know, I want to make a good impression, right? I don't want to come off as like this, like really shy, like, oh yeah, how was your food over there? Oh, was it good? Okay, right. Sound like Kevin Hart, right? No, like you want to be confident. I was like, hi. I was like, how was your dinner? Is it pretty good? No. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I get you something else? Okay, no problem. Hey, waiter, I'm so sorry. When you have a second here, can we get something else for my date here? She doesn't like what you have. Yeah, no problem. Okay, great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Like you want to be confident. They want to know that they're getting taken care of here by you, right? You're joining their company, their family, their community. You want to be someone that gives value always. I've learned in life, seriously, you want to become someone as part of an organization that's indispensable. Like they don't want to be without you. You're so valuable because when you are that person, like you'll get all these amazing opportunities, like promotions and pay increases, the whole nine, and they'll love you because you're always giving and it's always about them, always. So look, this is what I would say as a context. Treat the interviewer like they're your client, right? And you're going to protect them, you're going to empower them, you're going to be curious about them, see what you could provide for them, right? And just be great with them and be confident. Okay. Be intentional. Don't skedaddle. Don't like be all weird about it. You know, do the preparation, be ready. Okay. Do the mocks, do the scripts, you know, do what you got to do to get yourself pumped up and own that interview. Okay. Own it. Okay. That first guy, I'm not going to lie, he tried pushing me around a little bit, but you know, I didn't let him. I was like, hold on, let me answer this question first. They're like, wait, that's not what you said. Like, be intentional. Okay, that's powerful. People respect that all the time. They do. It's very rare, but be powerful. Okay, and look, get what you want. You know, if the interview is not going the way that's making you comfortable, or you're not expressing what you want to express, just be like, hi, I'm sorry. Can I share something real quick? I really want to say something that I haven't been able to get it out yet. Is that okay with you? And that's it. Okay. And then do it. Like, you know, as you could tell, everything I'm saying is like very polite, right? It's very proper. It's very respectful. You could be that way and still be very powerful in your communication. Okay. All right. So we're going to end the recording here. If you have any questions about either of these two recordings, hey, I'm on Facebook all the time, on Messenger. Just hit me up. Okay. No problem at all. All right. All right, guys.
Alex,
Yeah.
I do have one question if
Yeah.
you have time.
Yeah, I
My
do. Go ahead.
question is when you started off with the first, going to the pipeline,
Hey, Virginia, I can't
and
hear
that
you. I
interview
think you're in
before
a
you get
bad
to the
reception
comeback
area.
metrics.
Virginia, I can't hear you.
Yep.
Say it one more time.
The metrics. What if you don't have sales experience or metrics? How do
Got
you
it. Yeah.
parlay? How do you
Got it.
parlay
Got it.
that?
Got it. Yeah, no problem. So they're going to ask you about your background, right? So you'll say whatever your background is. If you don't have any metrics, well, then you just got to sell yourself. Maybe talk about any community like projects you're part of, a community event you're part of, you know, something you've done in your life that expresses leadership and assures them that like you're self-expressed, you're able to communicate well, and most importantly, that you're effective, right? For example, you could say something like, you know what, like I'm like, you know, I'm a mom and I'm part of the PTA and I arranged an event for 50 moms last month and like 75 of them showed up, right? Something that shows results, something that shows metric could be any kind of result is a metric, right? So result of your performance in some way you want to share. Now, if you have nothing to share and you have nothing that's measurable like PTA or anything you've done, I don't know, then you'll have to either convince them some other way that you're going to be effective in communication. Maybe you've done sales training before. Maybe you're certified in something. I don't know, like like John Maxwell, right? Or Tony Robbins, whatever. Just something, right? But you want to have something to show them that they could like that's measurable, that they get that, hey, like you're going to be good at this. And also, too, very important here, Virginia, is that as you're talking to them, you're selling yourself in that moment to them. They're going to be listening for how well you communicate, how well you speak. Do you speak English? You know, do you have grammar in your talking? You know, like, does it make sense? So even if you have nothing to show, literally, you could just have a badass interview through talking it out, and that can make someone want to hire you, right? And look, we do mock calls all the time, right? And we don't, and a lot of people are brand new to the industry, but they're a people person, right? They could shoot the stuff, and they can get away with it. So it's not always about the metrics, but if you have them, you definitely want to know them, especially if you're in sales. If not, then you need to have something else to show them that convinces them that you're going to be effective at whatever you're doing for them. Okay, does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, my friends. Have a great day. I'll put these recordings everywhere after this. I'll see you later.